Hello everyone, I am Ragdoll Riversong, and this is of course Sims. Today we're gonna try to create some very different types of Sims. We're going to try to create like fairies and witches, and we'll just see what we have time for. But we're gonna do a little series where we create our favorite occult Sims, and fairies were the ones that got voted for the most. So we'll start with those. I already have a couple of witches, fairies, vampires, mermaids, things like that. And these are the different areas that I keep those characters in. Like we have a little witchy world. We have vampire with city memories. She used to live somewhere else. And we have island life and fairy forest. And I have some of my favorite fairies already created over here. But I thought what we would do is go ahead and take the bargain bin save lot here and create another little fairy forest. But I have several that I'm working on. This one over here is almost complete. I just want to put some more bushes, maybe a pathway leading into their little houses. But this one is labeled Bello because the first character that lives in there is like my version of Tinkerbell, and we named her Tinkerbello. You know, fun. And then she has 2 roommates, and I have an area over here where I haven't created their house yet. And each one of them are different colors, different styles of fairies. And we have some that are a little bit darker, like this one. She's really cute. And these 2 sisters that live together. And this was my favorite lot. It has a huge lake in the middle of it, and it's just really pretty. So I thought we would try to create fairies that are a little bit different each time. And we'll go into create a sim and come up with something awesome and unique. We do have some new makeup, and if you watched my video last week, we used it on one of our other Sims, but I think I can make it look a lot better with a Sim, like a fairy Sim. I think the brighter colors would work well with the costume. Excuse me, I'm getting used to a new controller, and this thing is just awful sometimes. It's very touchy. I'm just gonna kind of randomize through until I see a sim that I think I might want to create a sparkly fairy look for. And I don't know, like trying to make them each unique and different, and different hair colors, things like that. I can't remember if I've done like a red-haired fairy yet. I know we have dark black hair, blonde. We've got quite a few different types. She looks like she would be a great mermaid. She's very tropical, ready for the beach. I think it's funny how they give you ones that are specific to how they, you know, the packs. It's kind of funny. And you can tell sometimes which ones come from which. I don't like that haircut on her, but we're gonna change everything about her anyway. I don't know. I think I'm just being a little particular this morning, so let's just get started then. I like to start with the outfit first so I can see what kind of looks best on our character and their skin tone. So we're gonna go into costumes, and they're all like the little Halloween costumes over here. We could even do a pirate. We're probably going to do a witch next because that got the second most amount of votes. And we have a zombie kind of outfit that we can put together a character for. There's so many great little costumes over here. They're just weird ones, lovely ones, unusual ones. Like, who wants to be a hot dog, y'all? There's some really great stuff we can work with. Okay, so let's pull out our color chart because I'm pretty sure I already have a blue fairy. She looks great in purple or red. I don't know if I've done one in this dark green though. And that's kind of pretty on her too. I haven't done many of the darker colored fairies, so I kind of want to try to get, you know, the lighter fairies in there too, and then like a darker personality, darker makeup, darker clothing, everything like that. I think that would be fun. Goodness. I like to experiment with the different colors of it, so bear with me as we work on this together. Those boots are kind of cute for this. I like how pointy they are, but they're not the right color. So we would either have to go with black and gold, which, not gonna lie, that's pretty cute. Or we would have to go with like the all gold sandals, which I feel like is what I typically do the most. I do like that she has short hair and that you'll be able to see her wings and things like that more. So I'm uncertain at the moment if I want to change it. But we're going to go over here and find our eyeshadow. And this is our newest eyeshadow combination, and I was just wondering if we could do something that's a little bit darker with it and kind of fits this theme, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's really gonna match. I think we'll not do this one like that, because the yellow ones have got a whole lot of pink and blue, and the colors we have are like green, like deep green, but all of those have purple in with it. So I think we'll go a little differently, and it's probably for the best. Let's see. Okay, so far so good. I really love the eyeshadow that we picked for her. And blush is always like my least favorite thing to do. Even on myself, I hate doing blush because I'm bad at it. But especially in The Sims. Picking a shade that's right for my skin tone, let alone anyone else's, I'm horrible at, I think. Where did that even show up at? You know? Okay, it kind of flushes her face along the eyebrow area too, which is kind of unusual. I don't know. And I feel like you have to pick a drastic one sometimes for it to show up. Work with me, controller. There we go. I don't know. I just think I'm bad at blush. But that's okay. That's okay. Her outfit kind of has some gold tones to it. So I thought a very gold lipstick might match and make it look, you know, phenomenal. And are there any face paints that are just kind of cute? Oh yes, this will match perfectly. I love this for our characters. This is a great look, especially in gold. I like that. Okay, so jewelry. Just trying to grab the little bar. I do like these from the little witchy set, but the moon and stars, I mean, come on, those are precious. Kind of goes great with her outfit too. Necklace. Do we have maybe a gold gemstone? She looks so pretty. I don't love her necklace though with the rest of her outfit. I kind of think she needs something a little better than just a tiny pendant. Oh, I like this one the best. Maybe. Oh yes. That's really pretty. Okay, how about accessories? I kind of like these for like the gold and brown tones that it adds to it. Kind of matches like that gold undertone here. And then I don't know. I don't think that's gonna look great with, yeah. Oh, well, this one's more the shade of that little underskirt. That's kind of cute, actually. Ooh, that's pretty too. Oh, it takes away the bracelet. Oh, I don't know though. That's kind of cute. I kind of like that. I wish we could put the little arm thing on both sides. The little vine looking thing going up her arm on the other side. It's really cute. I don't understand why some of these can't be put on either side, you know what I mean? Like left or right. Like give us the option down below. Let us choose the side we want to put it on. All right, how about nails? And we're gonna give her some longer fingernails with either black or gold. That looks more yellow to me. Pretty good, but I'm not in love with it. So hard to grab this little bar sometimes. My goodness. This one comes in a couple of different colors. Looks like they're all incredibly bright. Like that orange and yellow one would be great for the orange and yellow outfit. I don't know for these. Some of these I would love for my own nails, but I just don't like it for this outfit. I could go with a natural kind of look, like a darker brown maybe. Like a reddish brown almost matches that. Or a nude. Kind of cute. I think I like this reddish brown color. Matches the little underskirt the best, I believe. Okay, so do we want some tights or leggings? She's very cheerful. Those are kind of pretty. I think I have something similar, but my flowers are way smaller on mine. That's kind of nice too. I think I kind of like her look better without the leggings. Those boots are adorable. I would wear those. Alright, I'm uncertain about the hair. I kind of like it, but it's kind of not what I'm looking for either. So maybe like an updo, or we go look at all the shorter hairstyles as well. Ooh, I wonder what color the flowers would be. Oh no, they're red. That's not gonna match at all. Come on now. Oh, the one with the little bandana is kind of cute, but you don't get to control what color the bandana is either. I don't understand why we can't have like one control for the color of the hair and then what color do you want the accessory to be? That would be a great update. Because I like both of these. Ooh, the gray one's kind of cute. I think we'll go with the gray one. That is kind of cute. It does match well with her black and gray theme here. I like her. Looks good. I'm going to randomize the traits and the name just for funsies. Okay, she is practice makes perfect. She's a bro and good. Nature. Oh, she could be a crystal crafter. That's a new one. That's good. And oh, I forgot about her name. That's right. I'm gonna randomize it as well because I can't use my little keyboard while we're streaming. I know y'all can't see the little names that are up there right now, but I'm just trying to look for something that kind of fits what she looks like to me, and I don't know. Some of these I don't think fit a fairy, you know? Oh, this one's autumn, and that kind of fits her. She does look very fall. I need to quit randomizing before I read it because one of them was actually really pretty and would have worked. Some of them just don't fit. Autumn Thorn is kind of pretty for a fairy. Look at her. She looks so excited and ready to go. Okay, so they're fairies, and I don't think they should have a traditional type house. So I typically go in and give them a whole bunch of trees and nature. If y'all want, we can go look at some of the other ones I have done a little bit later. But this was just kind of my whole thought process with creating fairies, is that they don't really live in a house probably. They probably live out in nature. So I'm just going to kind of zoom out. Her mailbox is over this direction. And I typically start with either water or trees to kind of figure out where we're going to go. I haven't done a water one in a while, so maybe we try. These aren't easy for me. They're a little bit complicated, so I'm going to give it my best effort. But I've been making everybody's, all the fairies, I've been making their lots kind of look like it's a park or a nature center that you could go to. And it's just really adding such a cute touch to this little area in my Sims, you know? Very natural kind of vibe. What in the world is this? have to use the terrain tool to dig before we do water? Is that what? Okay. Is there a way to just do this where, like, I'm not great at this, but I'm sure there is, where you can just make a pond? This one just smooths the whole terrain, it says, which might be all right for some of this. Apparently it's real bumpy. Oops. Bear with me, folks. I'm learning today, learning new things. Wonder if there's a way you could do this to the whole lot, though, all at once. I guess you wouldn't want everything smoothed out, but I don't know. All right, and then, oh wait, flatten lot. Huh. You can. You just gotta know what you're looking for. Okay, so I think I want the lake to be back this way. How big do we really need a lake to be, though? Okay, let's go with something that looks a little like that and see what it comes out looking like. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I'm not the best at this, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. Is that as high as the water levels will go? This pond is already as highest level. Okay. Does that look, it looks pretty natural, I think. Looks like a good shaped pond. Fill to height. Okay, erase tool, paint tool, where we can add in maybe some little flowers here and there. More lush ground towards our pond, I guess. Let's go with maybe, well, actually, that's not terrible. I like the little spots of flowers here and there, especially with like putting in all the trees we're about to put in. Because you won't be able to see it too terribly much, but it's gonna look cute. Ooh, that's a big, big spot. Let's maybe do something like that. Oh, the center of it has to be touching the lot. Oh, yes. Okay. Just to connect a couple of the little bubbles and start making it look a little better. And I'm gonna put like a tiny, tiny home. But it's supposed to look a little more like a tree house than a house. So what we're gonna do is in the center of the lot, I'm gonna add a tiny base back out a little. And then we're going to go up a floor and over to the farthest corner that we can. Whoops. Touchy controller, y'all. Very. I can't tell if that's even from... Hold on, things have gotten really out of control. And then let's zoom down a bit, get where I can see. Room tool. And then up to the next floor. And we're just making something cute that looks kind of like maybe a castle. Like, what are those things called? The little columns on a castle. I can't even think right now. But it's kind of supposed to look like a tree house in a way. But that comes into play whenever we get all the trees in. Come on now. Just one square over. That's all I'm asking. There we go. A little better. Okay, so let's get out of this. And I forgot which roof I tend to like to use for this. But I want to say it's this one. I think we need to back up a little. And how about walls up? Just so we can see what everything's gonna look like all done. I'm really bad with roofing too, FYI, so bear with me. Keeps looking like it's in the wrong spot. Okay, so hold on. Let's go out a little and see if that helps me. I don't know why I'm having trouble with this, really. This much trouble anyway. Let's maybe go for a circular roof. It's not wanting me to place the roof on this level. Maybe too many levels. How many levels can you have in The Sims? I thought it was more than 2. Like, maybe this has to be my roof. Hold on, y'all. I think so. Heavens. That was a dumb fight. I haven't played Sims in long enough to know that I was doing things wrong. Oh, goodness gracious. Come on, controller, work with me today. Be my friend. Isn't there a button up here? I just need you to move upward a bit. Trying to act crazy on me today. These really are a little bit tricky. I just want it to kind of match up with the other side and be out there about even, but it's a little bit tricky. Okay, let's see. Why does it look like that side is sticking out more? Oops. How did it zoom me all the way? Okay, hold on. Okay, so we've got our cute little lake. We've got a nice little house. I don't know where my fairy is off to. She just wants to go explore, I guess. So let me zoom out and get a good look at it. I don't know what's going on in the lot next door, but it's not making my lot look very cute. Maybe an available lot. All right, so build mode. Oh, goodness. Very touchy controller. And we're going to go to trees, outdoor plants, things like that. Oh yes, I forgot. Let me take off this little overlay. because I can't really see that little bar to move up and down with the trees. Forgot about that with my Sims game. An elm tree. I don't think we've used many of these around. So what I like to do is I like to just kind of go to the corners of the lot and place them around the area in different places and up close to the house and all around, and put a variety of different trees in, because I don't feel like we have all the same trees like when you go visit a nature center or something like that. Like there's a bunch of different types of trees, not all just the same, but I'm not really great at knowing what type of trees they are, so bear with me if these trees don't belong together. It's okay, it'll be pretty anyway. And I'm just gonna combine a bunch of different stuff that I like the look of. I did a really beautiful build for my mermaids. The beach front yard has some of these in it, and I just absolutely think they're gorgeous. A dry pine tree. Is there a vivacious pine tree? I don't know, I kind of like the look of the dried pine tree. There's Japanese pine tree and a hawthorn tree. Ooh, that's nice too. Okay. Starting to look like something we can use. Come on now, I don't want it right there. I want it over a bit. All right, let's look at it this way too, and nope. Just want to move it over a little so we can kind of make sure we're filling it in where we need to. A ficus. I kind of like the gnarled oak tree because of its height and the shape of its trunk. It looks really kind of neat, but I feel like if I'm gonna put it in there, I've got to put it in there differently, and I've got to put it away from each other so it doesn't look like we're using too many of the same trees. And since her outfit has kind of a darker vibe, I was giving her like a spookier kind of vibe maybe for her area. Kind of do darker colors and kind of covered area, you know? A little bit spooky. Oh, I kind of like that, yeah. Then I would like another one, maybe this way. We're trying to hide her house a bit to make it look like she's really living up in nature, you know? Just a very natural, cute environment for her. So we want it to look like maybe a park that folks could go to and visit. So we've kind of hidden our house away in this little area. And I think we just need some bushes and things now, but I would really like, ooh, a magnolia tree. Ooh, that could be pretty. Here. Let's see. I think it would need like full sunlight probably. So we don't really want to hide it under another tree. Could you imagine the beautiful smell in this area? Magnolia trees everywhere. Okay. Oh dear. Good grief. Where is she right now? Oh, she's standing over here making friends. Good for her. Good for her. All right. I think from this angle, I might be able to tell better bushes and things like that, possibly. So let's see what we can find to kind of fill in, take up a little space, and make it look very pretty. I don't know if I want to go with extremely unusual plants, but we do have like those little bubble plants that look weird. And I kind of love that. Duty calls citizen bush. Anything goes party bush. Oh my. Barrel cactus. We have some really great stuff for decorating like a desert looking area. That might be fun. What is this little topiary? Leafs Cascade. This is kind of interesting looking. Let me... If I could just get my camera to adjust where I need it to be, I would be thrilled. Well, I don't know about that. Could do some really cool maze work, or oops, you know, create like a giant maze in Sims for somebody's backyard with some of these. That would look kind of cool. I'm looking for some really cute hedges. Pink azaleas. I think they're going to be a little smaller than what I'm wanting. Bulbous bush. Again, we're just trying to place things that look kind of natural looking in here. Make it look like a little park. Yeah, the azaleas are a little small. Granite Falls shrub. Ooh, it's pretty. It's a really cute color. Blue hydrangeas are pretty too. Unkept shrub. Maybe. Let's see. Up underneath the tree area, possibly. What in the world is this? Ooh, cute. Little sprouts of flowers. Oh, excuse the train. Always happens. It never fails. Anytime I'm trying to create something for y'all or stream live, the train has to put its input in. Not grass. For that wild, unkempt look. Okay, I think our train has passed. I paused it for a moment so y'all didn't have to deal with all of that in your ear. And we can get back to decorating this, hopefully without interruption. Maybe. I think some lovely lavender would add a nice splash of color to our little park as well. Very natural vibe going on here. And maybe a couple of the unkempt shrubberies. To give it that bushy feel, like you can't really walk through this area, you would have to go around. Just want to put a little bit of bushiness in there. Low-lying palm plant. Just a whole lot of nature to kind of fill in other little areas here. All around the lake and stuff. Okay, this does make it a little trickier. I should have decorated the house first. Does make it a little trickier to get those wallpapers and things in. For the outside paneling, I like to go with something kind of woodsy colored so you can't really see the house yet again, and it is supposed to be a tree house. So either stone or wood looking would be best. I really love the rock looking one here. Like all those little stones across the bottom, that's going to be really cute. Let's go with... Oh, here we are. Slowly figuring out how to use this controller and having less and less trouble by the day, so maybe live streaming The Sims won't be so difficult for me shortly. But I don't know. It's a little trickier when you're learning a new device, I think. Okay, so over and up a level. Whoops, there we go. And then we'll turn and get both of those sides over there. Now, for the inside, for our lovely fairy girl, let me see if we can find something cute. Doesn't have to be anything too eccentric or crazy, or we could go very crazy if we want. Doesn't really matter. Ah, go back. I sometimes like to match the outfit color that they're wearing with the inside of their house too. And she does have like some basic dark colors on, but she's got like a whole lot of black and gold, and there's not really anything for the inside like that. Well, there's black, but I would rather not go completely gothic with it. For a nature theme, you know? I don't know. Maybe just a preference. Pastel seems way too light as well. Let's go with base colors. Maybe something like this just to kind of keep it bright. And then we'll go downstairs. Okay, so now next for her house, we're gonna need to go inward Maybe not this far, but we will need some stairs. And we're also going to need a front door. I kind of like the ones that look like this from the cottage collections because, I don't know, it seems like something that would be in the forest with little fairies, and they just have a really cute vibe to them. Keep getting way too close to my house to be able to try to put anything in there without it deleting it. Oh, I don't think it's gonna let me use this door. But why? Oh, because things are blocking the front door. I see. Did we get it? We did. Okay. Oh, heavens. I really should have thought about this before putting the trees in. All right, so our front door is right about there. For this next part, we can lower the walls. And I really hope it gives us room to put in some stairs. Well, if not, we could go with a wall ladder. That would be okay too. I really like stairs, but I don't think I left myself enough room. I don't remember how I did this the first time, but I thought I had to do it outside, and then I think if you turn, oh goodness. I'll get this eventually. Okay, now. I think this is how I had to do it the first time. Those trains are just awfully persistent. How nice of them. Why is it letting me put that right there in front of the front door? That's wild. But it won't let me over here. Okay. If I do that though, is it gonna take out my front door? I think right there. Okay, hold on. Yes. And then I'm going to try to create a tiny living room in here. I don't know how much luck I'm going to have with that, but we're going to give it a good go. Let me make sure about my door. Okay, so the entrance way. Eventually I'll get this. Okay, so it's not going to leave us a whole lot of room to decorate, which is fine because we're going to do like a tiny home upstairs for our cute little fairy. She's kind of a cottagecore fairy. She doesn't really need a whole lot to survive, just her basics. We are going to give her electricity and stuff like that, just because I like to make it easy on myself. And I would like to give her maybe like a little seating area down here. She could possibly have like a couch or a chair and a bookshelf, if it'll fit. Okay, so I'm thinking comfort of 4, really cute. Or do we want to go with like, I think we want to go with like a natural vibe. Okay, so I can have come on now. I think facing this direction is probably for the best. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit 2 chairs in there unless it lets me do it underneath the stairs, which I don't think it's going to. But I do think it would be cute because she probably spends a lot more time out in nature than she's going to in her house. So I do think it would be cute to give her like a little seat out here near the lake. If I can get my chair to function, here we go. Where she might be, you know, just staring out at nature or possibly going fishing or who knows. She is a jewelry curator like myself, so maybe she's out here trying to find some gemstones and things. Or potentially just hanging out with friends. Alright, so oh goodness gracious. Alright, So, tiny home living to the nth degree here. That's what we're doing. Very, very tiny. Space Keeper mountable TV. Pretty good, pretty good. Haha. Right under the stairs. And I would also like a bookshelf on the wall. Fun of 5. It's pretty good. There we are. Now, fingers crossed that she can actually get upstairs from here. Or should I put her bookcase? I don't know if it's going to be problematic. Well, I guess I could test it out. Let's have her go upstairs. Oh no. Sorry about that. Wrong button. Why did that button pop up for go here for here, but not for here? Maybe I hit the wrong toggle. Oh yes, that's very good. Looking terrific. No, 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 no. Come here. She wants to do her own thing. She's like, I just want to be outdoors. No way up. I think the bookshelf is in the way, unfortunately. But she did meet some of her fairy sisters today, and she's off out and about, hanging out, making friends. I did this before, and I don't know how I made this work. I've done this a couple of times with a few other Sims, and it worked out lovely. It's been a while since I've played. Okay, so that's gonna block access to her stairs. Is there a way I can put this? Here, let me see. Up like on the second level here, and then she could go upstairs and get a book? No? Whoops. Annoying. Slightly annoying. I was hoping to be able to put it in here with the TV, like just right there with the television. But it looks like, well, is the TV the problem? Is that why she can't? Does it does stick out. Okay. Let's make sure that is the problem and not the chair. Because if it is the chair, we can just make this like her entranceway and maybe decorate something like just kind of flowers and things. But if it is the whole setup, we're gonna have to arrange everything differently. I might have miscalculated how big. Oh no, what's she doing? She's sleeping in a bush, y'all. She's sleeping in a bush, and she's very uncomfortable. Here, can you please go here? Just so I can make sure you can. You can't get in? Alrighty, so it must be the chair that is the problem. So alrighty. Let's try this one again. And go here. Yay, here she comes in the house. Up the stairs. Fantastic. Now, build mode again. So what we've learned is the base is a little bit too small. And we may have to make everything upstairs, which is fine. But if we're doing that, I want slightly bigger. Oops, I grabbed a tree. I grabbed a tree, y'all. And it's the weeping willow that's coming through her house, I believe. Let's go ahead and take that one out. I'm just gonna move this fella and actually, I think we'll go ahead and sell that one too. There we go. Spruce it up just a little bit. Okay, and then this last side. expand it all by one, leave the base kind of small so it still resembles the treehouse look that I'm going for. And then we're just gonna kind of go with a very simplistic, awesome vibe for her. I'm really fond of this kind of bed. That one's got red sheets, purple. I don't know, it's very whimsical and it just kind of looks like something a fairy might have. Little flowers above it. It's so pretty. And she's really tired. She's been falling asleep outside and stuff, and I just want to give her a bed and somewhere to use the restroom. Actually, I think there's more room over here. Then we're going to need places for her to use the restroom. She could use the bushes outside. I think that is what I had the other fairies doing. Actually, we could make her a little cabin style home where this could be her kitchen. Counters. Kind of like the magical looking vibe ones because they've got like all that intricate engraving on them. They're really pretty. Some of my favorites. And again, we're just gonna make it, you know, kind of small but functional in here. Over one, yay! Maybe we stick with the magical theme. I don't like that one with this, so I might do different cabinets. Ooh, that one's really beautiful. I like that a lot. The all black one is very beautiful too, though. I don't know, I think we should go with the all black one because she's got like those colors on her outfit. So if we're gonna do that, we have to go change our cabinets. we go. A little better. Now we need a stove so we can prepare some lovely meals. And I love these little cabinets with the shelves in them. They are one of my favorite items. I just think they're really great. For certain areas, and I would really love it if I could put one right about there. There we go. Then we can put some stuff on that little shelf if we want to. But I'm just gonna give her a cute little dining room table over there in the corner and a couple of chairs. Gonna try not to let that train bother me so much. Don't understand why it has to do this to me every day. Okay, so a cute little dining room table with a black and gold tablecloth here. And I made the wallpaper a little lighter, and it kind of matches like the gemstone in the fridge and things like that, just so that it's not so insanely dark in her place. I think it actually works though. I think it looks really cute. Oh yes. Please and thank you. There we go. I don't think we need an extra chair. She's just making friends now, so, you know, we'll add in extra furniture when she has extra friends. Alright, I think a little nook over here to kind of represent her living room, possibly. We could go with like a sofa wall bed instead of that fancy bed if we wanted to, and it would take up a little less space. Or maybe there's something a little fancier that's smaller that we could do for this lady, our cute little fairy friend. Kind of like the black and white one a bit. It's a little bit gorgeous. Or maybe if we just turn the bed. I think you can still get in on either side if you leave like a half a space, right? I think so. I'm pretty sure. We won't be able to put a nightstand in on either side. But I think we could still use it that way. Oh, I didn't put a light in here. No wonder it's looking so dark. I'm like, I thought we did the right thing with the furniture, but it looks really dark. It's just me. It's me. I'm the problem here. Okay, that's looking a lot better. And I want to go in and maybe put in flooring because I kind of think I forgot to do it. Yeesh. I say we go with like forest fine wood. Something kind of, you know, cute for her. Thought I missed a spot. Come on now. Heavens. Here we are. Okay, this should be fairly functional for our little sim here. I might change the wallpaper later because that is kind of too light maybe for my liking. But all in all, I really kind of like the way that this turned out. It's not terrible. I think it needs darker wallpaper to match the little gemstone and the chairs, though. She's gonna order a pizza, is what her thing says. She's playing in the puddles. Aw. Incredibly precious. Let's see about like a turquoise color is what I'm thinking. I like that, I do believe. This other color was a little too mint. And last but not least, I think we might need some railing on our stairs. What do we got that's pretty? Ooh. And am I the only one that thinks she might need a tiny fence around this so she doesn't fall through the floor? Maybe just a tiny fence? Or am I the only one that's clumsy like that? Ooh, pretty. So pretty. Come on, you sensitive little thing. Please just draw where I need you to draw. Okay. Oh, be still. This one little spot. I don't want it to cancel it though. Here we are. Ta-da! It may look a little strange, but I kind of like it. I think it works. Very treehouse vibes to me. Let's see about different stair rails though. I think we have some that match and it might not look so wildly out of place. I could just grab onto this. Like, I know part of it is my arthritis, but I know some of it is the game, you know, the controller not wanting to function with me. I like it. It matches our kitchen. Looks nice. Oh, you know what we forgot? And what I always forget in my kitchen? We didn't give her a sink. We didn't give her a sink. Gorgeous. Ooh, bookshelves. Bookshelf for our friendly fairy. I think we've got a little more room over here. I don't want it to block her bed. So I'm trying, you know, which I don't think it would have, but it was really close to it, and I'm just trying to make sure. I really like the little end table with the plants for the fairy homes because it just adds a cuteness. I think anyway. Okay, so that's about it for our cute little fairy. We probably should give her some windows, actually. I hear that train coming again. I don't want to subject y'all to that too many times. If y'all are enjoying this kind of thing and you want to see me make more builds like this, please leave me a comment in the description telling me what you would like to see next. The very, very next one we're going to craft up is going to be witches, and I hope you'll join me next week to check that one out. And I would really love to know what you would like. I have werewolves, I have vampires, we can create some mermaids, We have all different kinds of costumes, so we could do zombies, pirates, things like that. Lots of fun little things with our sim, and try to create an environment for them using things that we think follow that kind of, aesthetic. So if this is what you're into, you like Sims, you enjoy watching me fumble through this mess, then please subscribe if you haven't already. Please don't forget to like the stream. It really helps me know what you want to see more of. And I can create that kind of content for you. But this is kind of what her place looks like, just all together. I need to make that roof a little bit bigger because we made the room a little bit bigger. And I go live Sunday through Thursday, friends. Wednesdays, I put out a video though for Sims, so I can try to create a little more jewelry to put on my Ko-fi. My doctor recently put me off of work in December, so I'm trying to primarily make money from streaming on YouTube and crafting beautiful handcrafted jewelry. If you're interested in helping me stay on task and get my bills paid and keep my family in our apartment here, or if you just want to buy me a coffee, or if you like my jewelry, please go check out my Ko-fi. I would really appreciate it more than you know. It would mean the world to me. Also, thank you so very much just for hanging out, watching the video, leaving me a like, all that. It helps me immensely. And I appreciate each and every single one of you, no matter what. Thank you very, very much for your time, and I hope you have the loveliest of lovely days. Don't forget to leave me a little message in the comments to let me know what you would like to see more of in Sims. Thank you, thank you. Have a lovely day, friends.